Class.
Yes.
Put your bell work to the side. So who can raise their hand and tell me what you've been practicing with the last few days? Jackson? Time? What else? There's something else that we touched on a little bit. Hannah? Time? Money. Good. Yes. So today, we are going to be taking a deeper dive and learning more about money. So, let's see. Sierra, can you read our little segment for today for me, please?
I will practice solving problems about money.
Yes, I will practice solving problems about money. So, I am going to need a volunteer. Evie, I'm going to show you guys a little scenario of a way we use money. So I have a sweet shop up here, and Evie is going to buy my last sucker before I close my shop down. So come up here, Evie. I'm selling suckers for 25 cents each. And since I just have one left, Evie, would you like to buy my Tootsie Pop? Okay. They're 25 cents each. Evie here has $1. Thank you. So if they're 25 cents each and she gives me $1, I don't know how much change to give you. This isn't 25 cents. Who can help me figure out how much change Evie needs?
75.
75 cents. Is he correct?
Yes.
How do we know he's correct? How do we know it's 75 cents? She gave me $1. It only costed 25 cents. Does anyone have any ideas?
Yes. 25 plus 25 is 50 and then 50 plus 25 is 75. Or if you take away 25 from 100.
Very good. You can take away 25 from 100 or $1, or he said that 25 plus 25 is 50. One more is 75, and then we only needed one more, which is $1. So easy. 75 cents is your change. I'm giving her 3 quarters because we know a quarter is worth how much?
75.
1 quarter is worth how much?
75.
Who said it? 25 cents? A quarter is worth 25 cents. Yes, so she got 75 cents and 3 quarters. And there's your sucker. And you can keep it.
Okay.
Give our volunteer a round of applause. Thank you. So, why do we need to know how to count money?
So
Oh, there's your hand. Someone is not calling. Riley, do you have any ideas as to why we may need to know how to count money? Do we need to know how to count money? Yes. Why, Riley?
Because you might need how much you need for something.
Yeah, you might need to know how much you need for something, like what something costs. Grayson, do you have another idea?
Or unless you work in a big shop.
What is it?
A big shop, unless you work in a big shop.
Yeah, you can work at a bake shop, so you may need to use money for your job. Anna, do you have another idea as to why we need to know how to count money?
So it's important because you need to learn how. I forget again.
It's important, we need to know how to count money because, what was it you were thinking?
Because what if something's $17 and 99 cents? So $18 plus tax.
Yeah, because every day we're making purchases with tax, right? So we need to know what things cost, how much money we have, the change we'll receive. What about your parents or guardians? What do they have to use money for?
Who's your mom?
Taxes and food. Taxes, food, those are good answers. What's something else? Evie? What is it?
The bills.
The bills, very good. So money is very important, isn't it? We use money every day, from bills to food. Did you have another idea?
Keeping a roof over the head.
Keeping a roof over your heads, yes. So counting money is important. And like our little statement says, we are going to practice more with money today and solving problems about it.
One time I was in a bookshop and I didn't know how to count money at once, and one of my friends came up and helped me because I didn't know how to count money.
So yeah, it's important we know how, or have someone with us that knows how, right? But we're gonna know how for ourselves. So this lesson today, Miss Sublin isn't here yet, but we can go ahead and take a look at it. Actually, first, let's review our value over points, just to be on the safe side. So we said a quarter was worth 25 cents, right? Anyone know what a penny's worth?
And
A penny.
1 cent.
1 cent. And what's the penny look like?
Silver.
Oh.
Not silver.
It's
Brown.
Copper and it's tiny. The nickel. 5 cents, yes. The dime.
10
10 cents. And notice your decimals too. The penny is 0.01 decimals, or 1 cent. But the dime is 0.10, 10 cents. So make sure you're paying attention to your decimal places. And a dollar is 100 cents, or 1 and good. So this problem we're going to practice together. You will need to be on page 589.
Oh yeah, I don't know what it is.
See, my stuff has a place down. This has a place to sit.
And Mr. Hunt, where's my?
I don't know if you can do it on that. Did you have the other page?
Here.
Good job, Riley.
Oh, thank you, Riley.
Thank you. Oh, let's go, let's go.
Yes.
What's wrong?
So let's read what the problem says. It says, Prim buys 3 muffins at the school bake sale. So how many muffins does Prim buy? 3. Let's go ahead and circle that. 'Cause it's important to pay attention to the details of what it's asking. Each muffin costs 75 cents. She also buys a cookie for 50 cents. So how many cookies is she buying? Just 1, right? Because she just buys a cookie. Prim gives Miss Hall a $5 bill. How much change does she get? So what do we need to determine first? We need to figure out how much the baked goods cost, right? We need to figure out the total price of the muffins and the cookie. So there's different ways you can go about figuring this out. The first one we're going to do is called the picture it strategy, where we can draw or use fake money to show us. So we're going to draw or write out 3 muffins. And they're how much each? 75 cents, good. So I'm gonna draw 3 quarters because we know each quarter is worth 25 cents. And if you count 25, 50, 75 by your quarters, right? 3 quarters is 75 cents, like we just seen with the change for the sucker. And then she also bought a cookie, right? How much was the cookie? 50 cents. So how many quarters would that be? 2 quarters. Good. Now to figure out how much all this costs, how many quarters are in $1? Does anyone know? If a quarter is 25 cents, $1 you can think of as 100. How many quarters are in $1? Jackson, do you know? 4. Good. Do you all agree? 4 quarters make $1. So what Miss Hawksher's going to do, I'm going to figure out how many dollars I have first. So I'm going to cross out 1, 2, 3, 4. There's $1. So 1. Let's keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another. Well, that looks like 11, so I'm just going to write 2. And then 1, 2, 3. So that's not enough to make another $1, is it? I have 3 quarters left. So how much is that? How much is 3 quarters worth?
$2.75.
$2.75. There you go. Good. So the muffins and the cookie costed $2.75. Are we finished? No, because we are trying to figure out how much change does she get. How much money did Prim give Miss Hall? $5. So we have to figure out the difference from $5 take away $2.75. Now there's a couple different ways you can do this. The quickest way would be to just subtract 5, take away $2.75. But there's another way. You can change the $5 to the same unit, quarters. Because whenever we are subtracting, we need to use the same units, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how would I change $5 to quarters? Let's think, how many quarters are in $1? We said 4. 4 quarters are in $1. So if I have $5, then let's do 5 times 4. We know our multiples of 5. Cameron, what's 5 times 4? 20. So there are 20 quarters in $5. 20 quarters. How many quarters did we have for the muffins and the cookie? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We had 11 quarters for that. So we can do 20 quarters, subtract 11 quarters. And that's easier than 5 take away $2.75 because we don't have to borrow and all that. So 20 minus 11, how many quarters is that?
8 quarters.
8 quarters, okay. Is it 8?
No.
No. 9, good. So I know this is a lengthy way to do this, but it just makes it easier to picture what you're doing. So the change is 9 quarters, or what's the value of 9 quarters? Well, we might have to draw them again to figure it out, won't we? Do you already know it, Jackson? What is it?
9 quarters is 25 cents. So if you just keep on adding.
You mean a quarter's 25 cents? Okay, so a quarter's 25 cents, and what else was it you were saying?
If you add 25 9 times, you will get.
Yeah, you can add 25 9 times, but that might take a little while too. Let's do it this way. We said that there are 4 quarters in $1. And we have 9 quarters. So let's draw again 9 quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's my 9 quarters for my change. We're going to cross out 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's $1. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have $2. And how many quarters are left over? Huh? 1. So that would make $2.25. You all are so smart. Good job. So the change, finally, that Prim gets from Mr. Hall is $2.25. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good.
You wanna know something fun? If remember you started doing that I already added the answers.
You did? Good.
Yeah, I just quickly skip counting.
Now, if we wanted to do 5, take away 275, we're going to have to borrow. So, we can't take away 0 from 5, can we? So, we're going to go over to our neighbor. It's 0 too, though, so
You go to 5.
what if we go to 5?
You go to 5 and then
So, we are going to double cross those. That turns into 4.
Okay.
This turns into 9 because 50 turns into 49. See, this way it's a little more confusing. And then this 0 is a 10. So 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 7 is 2. Do not forget your decimals. 4 minus 2? 2. So that's another way to find it. But you just got to make sure you know how you're borrowing. So that's one strategy. There's another way you can do it that's a little quicker, but it involves more multiplication and everything. So what you can do, each muffin costs 75 cents, and she bought how many muffins? 3. So we can do 3 times 75. Does anyone know what 3 times 75 is? Cameron?
It is
225. She also bought a cookie. How much was the cookie? You can tell me. 50 cents. So 225 plus 50 is 275. So then you can convert. Remember that fancy word we talked about yesterday? Convert means to change. Good. We can change the $5. We can put 500. And we need to find the difference to get the change. So 500, take away 275. To get the change that way. So 500 minus 275 is... Anna?
You can't do that.
Hmm?
You can't do that.
Why can't I?
Because you have to go next door.
Yeah, you have to go next door.
But the next door doesn't have any, so you have to borrow from your 5.
Yep, like we did a minute ago, right? So, we'll do that again. We'll change
So
this
it'll
to,
be a 4,
and then,
9,
good, and then
10,
10 minus 5 we said was 5,
2,
2,
2.
2.
You forgot your period.
Yes, I'm so glad you pointed that out, Anna. We're not going to give them $225 back, are we?
3 of them.
They would be really happy if we gave them that much money back, wouldn't they? Are we going to give them back 225 pennies?
No,
No.
$2.25.
$2.25. So put your
money sign.
decimal and money sign.
That will be his birthday.
Very good.
Wait.
Did everyone get this wrote down too?
Yep.
Good.
Wait, you put that
Go to erase it. So which strategy do you guys like more? Do you like the picture it strategy that we seen last time? Or do you like the equation strategy that you see here? Raise your hand if it's the picture it strategy. Nobody likes the longest way. Raise your hand if you'd rather do it the equation way. It is much quicker. And I can almost guarantee on the test you will see a question like this. And you don't have much time, so it probably would be best to do what saves you the most time, but do what you're most comfortable with. Whatever will help you find the correct answer. So we're ready to move on. Is Miss Sublett coming back? No. No? Okay.
Miss Alex, are you going to do your assignments?
No, I'm not.
No, it is.
Okay, so turn the page.
What?
I'm doing your assignments.
No.
That just showed us how we did it on the example. See, they showed how they crossed out the money and used the picture it method. It says now you will use the problem from the previous page to help you understand how to solve the problems about money by using money conversions and equations. Okay, who can read number 1 for me? Someone not calling yet. Anna, can you read number 1?
The money Brandon uses to pay is in dollars. The prices are in cents, which is the large unit of money.
So it's asking which is the larger unit, dollars or cents? Which is larger?
No.
Thank you for yes. Dollars are larger than cents, right? So write dollars. And that's what we just did on the last one. It says, explain how you can convert $5 to cents. How did we convert? We changed it in the picture method to what? We changed $5 to, Jackson? We changed it into cents, or into what type of cent? Quarters, very good. So we can change it into quarters. And so we'll write that. We can convert, we'll use that fancy word. To quarters. And how many quarters did we say were in $5? You can turn back and look if you need to. Yes, how many quarters were in $5?
20.
20, good, very good. Many quarters. And then it says each muffin cost 75 cents. The cookie was 50 cents. Fill in the blanks to find out how many cents Prim spends on 3 muffins and 1 cookie. So we said 3 times 75 plus 50 equaled how many cents? You all figure that out. And then once you have the answer, raise your hand.
Was it $2.25?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, want to go up there and write it?
Yeah.
Okay. Good, thank you. Did that. Anna said we brought down the decimal. Okay, so look at number 6. It says, look back at your first page. You all told me which strategy you like the best, and most of you like the equation method the best, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's go on to the next page. Ooh, this one, what are we seeing on number 7? We're seeing a, Jeremiah. What is it? And a fraction. Yeah, it's showing us a fraction. It wants us to find what 1.5 pounds of cheese and 4 bottles of water is worth. So it says Aaron buys 1.5 pounds of cheese and 4 bottles of water. So let's circle that. 1.5 pounds of cheese and 4 bottles of water. You have to watch for those because it'll try to make you skip over it because it used the word for instead of the number. So you got to make sure you're really paying close attention to details. 1 pound of cheese costs $10. Each bottle of water costs a $0.50. And what is a $0.50? 50 cents, good. Aaron gives the clerk a $20 bill. So how much change does he get? Show your work. So first, we need to figure out what 1/2 pound of cheese costs. We know 1 pound of cheese costs $10. What's half of $10? Half of $10. 1 pound of cheese is equal to $10. How can we figure out what 1.5 pounds of cheese costs? How would we figure that out? Gary, do you have any ideas? If we know 1 pound is $10, what's half of $10? Sierra, do you know what half of $10 is? What's half of 10? 5, yeah. So we just found our half. So 10 we're adding 1 pound of cheese and a 1/2 pound of cheese. So we said a 1/2 pound is $5. 1 pound is $10. So 1.5 pounds of cheese is how much? $10 plus $5 equals. What is it, Evie? $15. So we just found out how much our cheese costs. Now we need to find out how much 4 bottles of water is. It says each bottle of water costs a $0.50. And someone over here told me a $0.50 is 50 cents. You are correct. So, what we can do, we need to add 50 cents 4 times, or 50 times 4. And who knows what that is?
50 times 4.
Cameron, do you want to go up and write it for me?
50 times 4.
4 bottles of water that each cost $1 or 50 cents. Good.
I forgot the dot.
Yep, we will put our decimal.
That was
Good job,
me
Cameron.
again.
So, The water costs $2, so 15 plus 2 is 17. So our cheese and water costs $17. Aaron gives the clerk a $20 bill. How do we find out how much change he gets? Costed $17. He gives them $20. What will his change be? That's like the other one we just did. Jackson, do you want to go up and write your thinking?
Yeah.
Just anywhere you can fit it. Yep, how do you know it's 3? Because write your equation. You're correct, but yeah, he added 17 plus 3 is 20. Very good. So $3 is his change. So make sure you would write that clear on your thing to show $3 change. And you can, since there is so much writing that goes into solving these problems, you can circle your answer so whoever's scoring it knows. So it is a lot of steps, but once you break it down, do you guys think it's very hard?
No.
No, good. This next one, I want you to work with your partners and try it yourself. Number 8, work with whoever is beside you and try it yourself.
No, I'm not your partner.
If you need help reading what it's asking, just raise your hand.